All right, what's going on, you guys? Brian here with a real quick House of Glory Final Warning 2025 recap. Recapping everything that went down tonight at House of Glory's Final Warning 2025 event. So let's just get right into it. I'm currently watching Saturday night's main event and AEW Collision. I'm watching Saturday night's main event on Peacock, and I am watching AEW Collision on Max on my phone, and I'm watching the Saturday night's main event on Peacock on my television. And I was watching House of Glory's Final Warning 2025 on my laptop on Triller TV. So, without any further ado, let's just get into it. We started off the show, or the show started off with a House of Glory tag team title match where the Cold Blooded Killers, the CBK, Jay Armani, and Raheem Royal, defended against the main event, which was Jay Lyons and Midas Black. Now, this one was a good tag team confrontation. Had a bit of controversy at the end of the match. So basically, what happened near the end of the match, the cold-blooded killers brought in a steel chair. They were going to use it. However, I believe it was Midas Black uh, took the chair, was trying to get the chair away from the CBK, and it wound up hitting the referee, knocking him out of the ring. And basically, the main event had they defeated the CBK. Everybody thought that they were the new tag team champions. However, the referee that got knocked down came back into the ring and was like, "No, no, no, you hit me with a chair," and basically overturned the decision. So after that, Jason Solomon, the general manager or the commissioner of House of Glory, he came out and was like, you know what? It pains me to say that CBK are still the tag team champions. However, they will be defending in a rematch against the main event. This time it's going to be 2 out of 3 falls. But then CBK's manager, Charles Mason, came out and was like, fine, you want a rematch? Guess what? We want something in return. We want the main event to put their tag team career on the line. So it is title versus career the next time that these two teams face off in a 2 out of 3 falls match. And if Lions and Black do not win the titles, they will break up as a team and they will never compete again as a team. So huge stakes for the rematch between these two teams. We saw in a real quick, and I mean, if you blinked, you missed this next match. Fumi Nakuda defeated Casey Navarro by knocking him out, and the match was over. So there was not really nothing there. The House of Glory Cruiserweight title was on the line as Darren Richardson successfully defended against Mantequilla when the referee had to stop the match due to Mantequilla passing out due to a half crab that was applied by Darren Richardson. After the match, Amazing Red, who has had his issues with Darren Richardson, came out to make the save and basically chased away Darren Richardson. Then in a 6-way scramble match to determine the number one contender, a new number one contender to the Cruiserweight Championship, it was Jay Bougie defeating Jarrett Diaz, JJ Doze, Dante Griffith, Jody Aura, and Joey Silver, Sweet Cheeks as they call him, and in a very exciting 6-way scramble that saw, like as I mentioned, Jay Bougie winning that, and he is now the number one contender to the Cruiserweight Championship and will be next in line to challenge the infamous Darren Richardson for that prestigious title. Idris Jackson was in action on the show. He took on Rhino, who was originally scheduled to challenge Zilla Fatu for the House of Glory Crown Jewel Championship, but due to Zilla Fatu not being medically cleared, um, it was Idris Jackson that took on Rhino, and with some underhanded tactics, Idris Jackson was able to defeat the Man Beast Rhino. However, uh, he would not be a winner as his manager would get the gore from Rhino, and then La Sombra, who has been feuding with Idris Jackson, he would come out and basically tell Idris that I don't care where you're at, I don't care if you're at home, you're at a grocery store, I'm gonna get you one way or another, and it's not over between those two. So that was in and of itself was it for that. Ricky Starks was in action. He took on Charles Mason, and Charles Mason really made an enemy of Mike Santana, the House of Glory World Champion. Last time House of Glory had an event, he wound up costing Ricky Starks the opportunity to become House of Glory champion when Ricky Starks challenged Mike Santana. I believe it was last weekend in Chicago, and Charles Mason was going to use a chair on Ricky Starks. The referee was knocked down. Mike Santana's like, no, 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 you're not using that chair. Grabbed the chair, went to the back, and then Ricky Starks was able to hit Rochambeau on Charles Mason to pick up the win. Mason is apparently has an opportunity at the House of Glory World Championship anytime he wants. So Mike Santana better watch his back because Charles Mason um, is gunning for him. And speaking of the House of Glory World Title, it was on the line in the main event in a really incredible main event. If you guys did not see this show, I would recommend checking it out on Triller TV. House of Glory Final Warning 2025, because the main event was Mike Santana defending the House of Glory World Championship against Kenta, and this match was absolutely incredible. It was a banger. It was worth checking out. I would recommend checking it out and judging for yourself. I'm just giving you my opinion of the match. This match was an absolute banger. These two went at it, gave it their all. In the end, Mike Santana with the win. He defeated Kenta to retain the House of Glory World Championship. Afterwards, he gave praise to Kenta about Kenta's career in wrestling, and just gave him props. So, and like I said, it was a match that I would really want anybody to check out because it was a really good matchup. So, with that in mind, my overall thoughts on House of Glory's Final Warning 2025. I thought it was a really good show. The main event is pretty much I would probably say the only match worth checking out if you guys did not see this show. Mike Santana versus Kenta was a really good main event. So with that in mind, like I said, it was a really good show. As I mentioned, the main event is the one match I would recommend checking out if you guys did not see the show. So with that said, this has been my House of Glory Final Warning 2025 recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time. See ya.